Welcome back to Matchday Live from Platt Lane. We have a fantastic day of sports ahead with Rugby Union kicking off at 1 p.m. We have a highly anticipated match between MMU and Sheffield in the league as MMU continue their fight for promotion. It's sure to be an exciting game that you won't want to miss. In addition to rugby, we also have women's basketball on the schedule today. MMU will be taking on Lancaster with tip-off at 5 p.m. It's set to be a thrilling match that promises to be full of action. But first, we have some interviews from our rugby correspondent, Joe Barnes-Taylor. He's been speaking to prop Theo Hulbert, number 8 Greg Morgan, and head coach Rob Jones to get their thoughts on the upcoming match.
All right, good evening, boys. You've got a big game against Sheffield on Wednesday, second game against them. Won the last game 21-17. How are you boys feeling? How's the squad looking?
Squad's looking good, to be fair. We had a good training session tonight. Scrums were decent. It's a really good squad depth for the minute with the twos. Good in for places and stuff like that, so it's good.
Yeah, line-outs went really well. We just know that big game on Wednesday, we both have to be dominant forwards and backs. Line-outs need to be spot on, and we think hopefully it's going to be a good game on Wednesday for us.
Yeah, what are you predicting from Sheffield? Anything particular?
We know how they play width to width. It's just about setting early, getting off the line and just identifying the threats early enough and just...
Yeah, they have a quite a big dominant pack, so we have to make sure we isolate that quickly and show them who MMU are and hopefully get the result on Wednesday.
Get the win and get some beers in.
Well, I'm expecting a lot from us. We look really sharp. We're really good for most of the game at St Andrews, who are the informed team. Sheffield top of the league, you know, they're not there for no reason. Great gritty performance at their place. We've come a long way since then. We've massively improved. Our set piece has been superb. I think we'll hurt them there, and ultimately I think that's where the game will be won or lost. Quite a few changes, injury forced, but you know that's our progression. It's still a really exciting team. That back line looks on fire, so we should go into this with lots of confidence. At home as well, early kick-off on the live stream, so. You know, the boys, they don't need any motivation from me, that's for sure.
Yeah, and how about Sheffield? Are you expecting anything particular from them, from the back line to the forwards?
No, look, they play a good brand of rugby. They let the ball live. They're good to watch, but they're not as talented as our boys. So we've got to show up, we've got to find that fight, that grit, be accurate, and we'll do the job.
With just a few minutes to go until kick-off, we'll pass you over to our commentary duo today, Joe Barnes-Taylor and Fergus Walker. They'll be providing expert analysis and commentary throughout the game, so don't go anywhere.
Thanks, Ed. I'm Joe Barnes-Taylor. I'm joined here by Fergus Walker, who's unfortunately injured today, so is not playing. You would usually be playing at 9.
That is correct, yeah, Joe. Thank you very much for having me. Should be a good one today. Very excited for it. Two teams with a lot to play for. We're currently in 4th. Looking to push on that top spot, and Sheffield currently have that top spot and they're looking to push on, so it'll be a really good game.
Absolutely, big game today. So we've just seen Sheffield are coming out a few minutes before kick-off. We'll see the MMU boys coming on screen in a second. They've just joined the pitch. You've been in this position before. In fact, first we'll do the lineup. So on the away side, Sheffield at number 1 we've got Elphick, 2 Noble, 3 Marsden, 4 Leopard, 5 Wild, 6 Flinders, 7 Licence, 8 Estenson. Scrum half we've got Napier. And then at 10 we've got Poser, 11 Hooper, 12 Douglas, 13 Hatter, 14 Parker, 15 Kimpton, and on the bench we've got Dunn, Spear, Logan, Buckworth, Organ, Fulford and Tomlinson. And for the home side, our MMU, at number 1 we've got Captain Alex Brooks. At number 2, replacing the usual Ollie Powell, we've got James Phillips. Number 3 we've got Theo Hulbert, who we've just seen in that interview just now. Number 4 we've got Dirk Brawl. Number 5 we've got Aidan van der Weyer. Number 6 we've got Lorimer. Number 7 replacing where James Phillips will be playing, we've got Ryan Wolfenden. Number 8, we've got Greg Morgan. Number 9, taking your position third, we've got Max van Hilst. Number 10, replacing the usual Tom Walker, we've got Toby Crane. Number 11, we've got Finn Hare. Replacing Archie Kellett at 12, we've got Jordan Lombard, who would usually be playing at 13, but instead today it's Josh Lugston. At 14, we've got Ingram, where Willem Johnson would usually be playing. 15, Charles Lee Evans on the bench. We've got Nathan Horton, Fasvolu, Tom Dixon, Shilcock, Jack Martin and Morris. So it looks like we're just about to kick off here. MMU receiving kickoff.
Yes, as you mentioned there, we've got a lot of players missing from injury from the first time around when we played them at their place. It was a great game. Went down to the wire. We won it in the last play. So I'm sure Sheffield will be looking to get their revenge on us today. We just need to front up in defence and yeah, just stay strong. They play nice wide rugby, so it should be a great game.
Yeah, like you said, MMU know what to expect from Sheffield today. You know, they've played them before, got a 4-point win away. The score was 21-17, I believe. So, like you said, Sheffield will be looking to put a result on us today as the away team.
Absolutely, we've got the wind advantage this half, so we definitely need to capitalise on that. Kicking game's going to be key. Here we've got Tom Charles looking to a counter-attack.
Makes a nice carry, breaks two tacklers, and it's taken down by the third. We've got Max Van Hills taking the ball out.
A lot of width here. If we go wide, it should be on.
Got a 2-on-1 there. Kicks through, and unfortunately it's gone out. So strong start there already, well into the Sheffield territory. I imagine the forwards are looking to maul this scrum so close to the try line.
Yeah, I think so. I think the line-out's been something we've been working on. Oh, no, is it scrum? Sorry, no, it's a line-out. Yeah, something we've been working on in training. Unfortunately, we've lost our hooker, so throwing's going to be a challenge today. But I'm sure we can combat that.
Yeah, I heard Rob Jones in the change rooms about half an hour before kick-off saying that this game will be won or lost in the set piece. We know both sides have got strong back line, so it just comes down to the set piece, trying to set them up to perform as well as we know they can. That will be the difference in this game.
It's a great hit from Sheffield coming through on our back line.
That was a great chop, yeah. Pushing us back. Max looking for the pick.
A lot of pressure at that breakdown. Unluckily, Sheffield go over on their feet. And yeah, we'll look to kick to the corner, I imagine.
Yeah, that will be something that MMU will be trying to do today. Play the ball in the forwards and set up that platform for the backs, as they know where they're so strong at driving more. Yeah. So you've been in this position obviously many times before. Max Van Hilst obviously taking your place. What will he be thinking right now? What will he be feeling? Can you give us an insight into his mind at the minute?
Yeah, I think he just needs to play with a lot of pace. They're going to be getting to that breakdown quickly, so I think if I was in his position, I'd be getting there as quickly as possible, getting the ball out, making sure that they can't set in time. They've got a big pack, so there will be trouble at that breakdown. But here we see Tom Charles Evan going for a kick at penalty. He's been nailing them in the warm-up, so hopefully this one goes over.
Looking for an early lead.
And unfortunately, he pushes that one to the right.
Yeah, that's gone wide. Is it windy today? I don't think it is particularly. So
there's a bit of wind into that right-hand corner, but yeah, be gut with that. That's one he should be making. But it's a good start from MMU.
Absolutely. Like I said, we're already in the we've received kick already in deep into the Sheffield half, but they were receiving a restart here.
It's well won by Sheffield.
Games like this with the first especially, I get so engrossed I forget to talk.
Yeah,
that's a
great hit.
tackle.
Great tackle. That's what we need today, is just front up in defence, be organised. As I said, they like to play wide rugby, so we need to make sure we fill that field, but not leave too many gaps through the middle.
Dirk there looking for the jackal.
Again, getting off the line nicely.
Yeah, as you can see, look, just as we predicted, Sheffield playing width to width, trying to find a gap to break the enemy defence, but they've been unsuccessful so far.
Good carry from Sheffield.
Literally as I say that.
This is where sort of quick organisation, and you see there we're leaving the ruck so we can get organised and get up in their face, and here you go, hit them behind the break line.
Yeah, knocking back into the back foot. That's what all this game's been about. Physicality is obviously big in the rugby game, but that mental game is where it's won or lost. I feel if we hit them hard early on, they'll lose that sort of morale, and we can put some points on them. whistles blowing there.
Good defence by MMU there, not to concede too much yards, but unfortunately giving away a penalty. Sheffield will, I imagine, look to kick to the corner here and get down inside 22 and apply the pressure.
Yeah, as we said just now, Felix Lorimer at number 6 putting in 2 strong tackles there on blokes who are quite a lot bigger than him. So good to see so early on, and hopefully we see more from the rest of the team.
It's something that Rob Jones spoke about in the change room beforehand. I was lucky enough to be in there listening to the team talk. Really after us to get off the line and people like Ryan Wolferton and Felix Lorimer to hit those breakdowns and disrupt any quick ball that Sheffield might produce. So that's great work from him.
Absolutely. So we've got a Sheffield line out here.
Yeah, first one was unsuccessful, so hopefully they can rectify that here.
Yeah, that's gone straight to hand, but I think referee's called not straight. Resetting the gap there. So as a player, how confident are you in the forwards in their defensive line out there?
Yeah, well, I'm always back the boys, of course, but we've had a fair few injuries. Theo Fern, Tanaka at 8, missing some key players in key positions. Theo Fern tends to lead the line out, but the boys are in safe hands. Dirk leading that line out now. Oh, and Sheffield straight through the middle here. Great step, and they're over the line.
It's going to be a try for Sheffield.
Straight through the middle there. Just like I was saying, the boys need to sharpen up and keep tight in the middle, but that's a great executed set play.
Got a replay here, look. Short ball, hits the gap, and has only got the last man, Ingram, to beat there.
Yeah, James Phillips doing all he can there, but that step was of high quality that they managed to get over the line.
So that's one try for number 11, Hooper, from the Sheffield side. We'll go to the conversion now. So 7 minutes in, not the best start for a home game for MMU, but to be under the sticks so early on, what would they be thinking right now?
I think they'll be pretty happy with the start they made. Obviously, being 5 points down, could be 5-3, but yeah, I think they just need to keep their heads, keep that aggression, and I think definitely tighten up in the midfield there, where that mistake came from. I don't think they should be too worried at the moment, but yeah, conversion goes over, so that is 7-0 to Sheffield.
Yeah, number 14, Ollie Parker, taking that conversion successfully there as well.
Yeah, I was saying the boys are missing a few forwards in that key positions, so line out is going to be tricky, but they've been working hard over the last week or two with Poss from Sale Sharks. We're very lucky to have that part of the academy sort of being able to help us out. So he's been working hard with the boys, and we'll look to see what they can do here.
Absolutely. Yeah, the boys are very lucky to have that sort of. It's all well and good having professional coaches coaching the boys, but to have a Sale Sharks player as well, give them that extra sort of insight and expertise in their.
It's a great part of the rugby program we have here, and you see Max shooting on their fly half. We spoke about that before as well, to put him under pressure, so he's done that really well.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, MMU just knock it on there. I think that was Philbert's just knocked it forward. He tends to like to play on the edge, Philbert. So no surprise there, but unfortunate not to get that.
He's a bit of a disruptor, isn't Philbert?
Yeah, he can be.
Loves a bit of aggro.
Yeah. First scrum of the day. This will be interesting to see sort of who has the advantage here. This is something where we feel quite confident. Philbert and Brooksy doing really well, but we have lost, as you said, our hooker. So it's Wolfie, who usually plays as a back rower, stepping in at hooker, which you'd love to see.
Yeah, absolutely. There's one thing we can credit to the boys. It's making up for lost men. We've had countless injuries this season, and they've done well to make up for that.
Yeah, no, they've stepped up definitely. Go Sheffield playing wide again.
Calling. You can hear Max calling Hammer. That's a fast defence, sort of a rush defence from MMU.
Yeah, that's right. MMU doing well here, just to let them go side to side, not give them too many yards. We don't mind that. Sheffield doing well to keep hold of the ball, going through the middle now.
Sheffield playing their game. It's all well and good. You can let them play. They can let them go width to width. You just got to keep them at bay, keep that defensive line strong. And there's Lorimer again making a good tackle.
Nice play there out the back. Unfortunately, to knock it on. MMU get the ball through Finn here.
He's managed to keep it in.
Ball's there to be played. And Sheffield knock it on at the breakdown. Yeah, I think MMU will be happy there, sort of withstanding that pressure.
Yeah, especially from the restart. Sheffield would have been taking possession of that restart, and they've managed to keep it at bay, keep it behind that game line.
Again, on the flip side, Sheffield won't mind that, keeping the ball. They're 7 points up. As long as they can keep us away from the ball, then happy days for them, and they're doing it very well at the moment.
So we've got an MMU scrum here on the near side. Already a swap to the lineup, which we announced at the start of the game. Phillips has gone to 7 to the flank position, and Wolfenden's at hooker.
We win the penalty at the scrum. That's a great scrum. Max goes blind. The space there. Go Max. Great step.
And again, he's through.
What a try!
Gorgeous try. He'll be absolutely chuffed with that.
With that. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so you can see there Max Van Hills.
Lovely footwork down the side. Cuts inside. Breaks the tackle. Sheffield definitely disappointed with that.
Really nice to see as well the Max in the scrum half position, having that confidence to just take the ball by himself when he sees a gap, just have that confidence to back.
Absolutely, there would have been a set play out to the right with fly half Toby Crane, but Max saw that gap, he went for it. We had the penalty advantage, nothing to lose, and he's done absolutely brilliantly there.
Very intelligent play from him.
Hopefully Tom Charlie Evans can knock this one over. It's a similar position actually, so hopefully he can look to rectify this and bring it to 7-all. Great start to the game so far.
Yeah, he's
no mistakes there.
That nicely.
That'll help with his confidence, definitely.
Absolutely. As you said, he was practicing before the game, and that first one would have been a bit annoying, but it looks like he's back on form now.
Felix, go and line that 10 up. He's drifting off a bit.
Theo Fern on the.
It's got a loud booming voice.
Noise
can't miss him. He's another one of those key players we're missing. So, to do well in that scrum without players like that is it's credit to the squad depth we have.
Absolutely.
Great restart from Sheffield. They claim it off the restart here. And MMU straight away back under the pressure.
Holding him up. Good strength there.
They go out the back again, looking to get wide. It's a good carry from Sheffield to get over the gain line.
They managed to slip past Lugs. They went a bit high into contact there. Want to keep it a bit low if he's going to chop these guys down.
Yeah, great tackle again. Just holding them up, just slowing their ball down is all we can do at the moment. That's a great tackle. I think that was Josh Lugston making up for the one that had got away from him. I think refs just stop and play there. Could be a head injury.
Yeah. I did think that looked a bit high for him.
Yeah, it was a penalty. High tackle.
Yeah. Unsurprising.
It'd be interesting to do see what Sheffield do here, whether they go for the 3 points or look to go to the corner and try and get over through them all.
Yeah, exactly. That decisions like that sort of show tell us what their mentality is. Whether they back their forwards, they think you can win at that lineup, or they just want to take the easy points.
Looks like they're back in their pack.
That high tackle reminds me to ask you as a player, Ferg, if these new RFU rules about the height of illegal tackles, what do you make of those?
Yeah, so obviously they're trying to, they're lowering it from sort of shoulder height down to the waist. Personally, I don't agree with it, but who am I to sort of say anything? A lot of I've had concussions in the past, and they've come from knees to head. So, but it is, a massive risk to a player's health, rugby. So it's good to see that they are doing something about it.
Well, that's it. It's sort of, you go into this game knowing you're going to get hurt. It's a very physical game, playing with big lads. Injuries are sort of part and parcel to the rugby game.
That was great maul defence from MMU. Something we've been working on all season. Poss will definitely be happy with that. So yeah, we've now won the scrum from holding up their maul.
Theo Thelber giving the big one as usual.
Be ideal if MMU can get a penalty here so they can clear their lines with ease. So Sheffield definitely need to push back hard and try and disrupt our scrum as best possible.
Yeah, this is the third scrum of the game. Both sides have won a scrum each, so this will be an integral scrum to win for MMU. So close to their.
Here goes Greg Morgan off the back. It's a great carry.
Great power through the collision there.
Looks like we're looking to run it out.
Charles Evans,
yeah.
through, yeah.
It's a great clearance. That all comes off the back of a great carry from Greg Morgan. It just gives us that time and space. Sheffield on the back foot. We can clear the lines back over the halfway line. MMU will be very happy with that from the position they were just in.
Yeah, we're 15 minutes in now. A good portion of the game already played. What will head coach Rob Jones be thinking about now? You probably know the man better than I do, as you've been played on for.
Yeah, well,
there he is.
There he is. No, I think he'll be happy overall. Obviously, there's always things to work on. Conceding a try through the middle is never what we want as a team. It's not our ethos. If we keep front up in the middle and they score out wide, then that's okay. Yeah, he won't be happy with that, but overall, I think he will be happy. Especially with that defensive performance just then. Down in our 22 under pressure, we are dealing well. It is all Sheffield at the moment, though.
Yeah, like you see, Sheffield we've seen have had most of the possession here, but so testament to the enemy defence to keep that score so low.
That's a great turnover from James Phillips.
He's good at that.
Yeah, he loves doing it. Often gets accused for going in too often and giving away penalties, but that's what he's there to do.
That's part of the game, exactly. Yeah, that's the job of a flanker, is just to disrupt, get in the way, and then win that ball back.
It's another mistake from MMU. Toby Crane unfortunately missing touch there.
Take it back for.
It'll be a scrum to Sheffield here.
Exactly. Yeah, so Wolfenden at 2.
Yeah.
It's a bit of not a new experience to him, but he'll be a bit rusty. I was speaking to before the game. The last time he played hooker was for Sedgley Park.
Okay.
Months ago.
Yeah.
So be interesting to see how he fares this game. I know he'll be wanting to make an impression, show that he can play wherever he's needed.
Definitely, and it's like having 4 back rowers on the pitch now with him at hooker. So as long as he can hold his own in the scrum, which I'm confident he can. Just another player that we can get disrupting breakdowns, working hard. So I think it's obviously disappointing not to have Ollie Powell. He's a great player, but this could work to our advantage in a game like this where breakdowns are so important against Sheffield.
Exactly. Sheffield put in here. Taken out quickly.
Great set piece move. They get wide so early, and we're on the back foot. Tom Charles Evan with an unconventional tackle technique there, just slinging him to the ground. And there's Felix flying on 10 like we spoke about. Great work from him. But that's great work from Sheffield to get where they are from that scrum. And that's a great ball straight through the middle.
Good tackle there by Toby Crane.
Great work from Sheffield again, looking to go wide, but they can carry it up through the middle here. Generating very quick ball here. MMU are struggling on the back foot to keep up with it.
Yeah, MMU will want to sort of. Sheffield have, like you said, scored through the middle already, and looks like they're going to score here. Yeah, that's
Sheffield got down in the
try
corner.
for Sheffield. I was saying MMU will want to sort of disrupt that thought that Sheffield can get up through the middle.
Yeah, I think
done it once already.
it's just that quick ball there. They just couldn't deal with it. Sheffield, great line break through the middle from one of their big lads, but yeah, from that line break, it's just always on the back foot, and in rugby, that's one of the hardest things to deal with. So credit to Sheffield and credit to their, breakdown being so quick.
Absolutely. So that was a try for number 6, Charlie Flinders.
You felt it was coming, the pressure that Sheffield have been putting on us. We did well to defend their 5-metre maul, but when they're breaking through the middle like that, nothing you can do.
No.
You see Poss in the middle there, Sale Sharks player. It's great to have someone like that behind the posts.
Exactly.
He's been there at the highest level. He sort of knows what to say to the boys, keep them calm, rectify their mistakes. So yeah, still in the game, long way to go.
Yeah, MMU definitely haven't sort of been lacking in terms of physicality. It's just that defending that inside line, keeping an eye out for it, and keeping those missed tackles to a minimum.
That's a great conversion there.
Again. Yeah, so it takes the score to 14-7, 20 minutes into the first half.
Yeah, I think we've almost contradicted ourselves saying, Sheffield looking to go wide. Fair play to them. They've broken the line through the middle. As we've had that sort of wide defence, perhaps narrowing up might be a better option. But we'll see what the boys do here to try and come back from behind now.
Exactly.
Nice shot, Craig.
That kick just went 10, so dropped down and then went out for a line out to Sheffield. Yeah, I think just withstanding this pressure at the moment is going to be key. I think if we get to half time and have dealt with this pressure nicely, then. And James Phillips with a great interception. We've seen him do it before. He did it in pre-season, and he's done it again. What a try!
Absolutely sensational.
What a try! Sneaks in at the back there. He'll be thrilled with that. And just like that, the game should be level now with a kick to come.
Absolutely great stuff. Yeah, excellent skill and game knowledge to predict what we're going to do in the right place at the right time and intercept that ball on the fly as well.
Just as I was saying, we just need to withstand this pressure at the moment. We go and level the score, which is great. And Tom makes no mistake with that effort.
Yeah, so like you said, scores are level now. It's been it's a very, very level game right now. Obviously, both teams playing to their strengths. We just need to see a bit more defensive. I'd say sort of defensive intelligence rather than physicality. Like I said, they're not lacking physicality. It's just having your eyes up, not ball watching. And marking your man.
Yeah, I think here now is just trying to get a hold of the ball and get some phases together. Take that pressure off ourselves. Dirt went up to win the ball there. Unfortunately, the referee believes that he knocked it on, so it'll be a scrum down Sheffield again.
Yeah, have to excuse me being a bit quiet. I'm busy doing the live tweet of this game as well on the MMU Twitter. If you're unable to follow along on this live stream, be sure to keep a lookout for those.
You see the MMU bench there. You got some support staff, Helena, Andreas. They do a great job in keeping everyone fit. And yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's one thing having excellent coaching on the field, but having those people behind the scenes maintaining and the health, and the physical, and well, I'd say the mental health as well of the players.
Absolutely, it's just another great part of the rugby program. We've spoken about the Sale Sharks lads. We've had a few previously who've played for us and gone on to then sign with Sale Sharks. So it's a great pathway for sort of young talent at university rugby, and credit to the program. Jordan Lombard using his football skills. There goes Toby Crane.
Surely he gets it down here. No, it's just gone dead.
Just gone dead. Great work from those two. Toby Crane stepping in for Tom Walker. Referee's just checking with his linesman. Yeah, unfortunately that did go dead.
They don't seem too disappointed about it though.
No, it's great pressure from them. Jordan Lombard breaking through the middle there, and Toby Crane, who would like to have scored that. Good for his confidence, stepping in for the absent Tom Walker.
But that's it. You talk about confidence. Even if he wasn't able to score there, that will give him a little confidence boost, knowing he's, if he gets an opportunity again, he can back himself to do the right thing and get that score next time.
Big scrum here for MMU. Need to try and overturn the ball for Sheffield. You know how dangerous they can be from set piece. We've seen it before. Both of their tries, I believe, have come from set piece.
Exactly.
And breakaways. So big scrum here. Sheffield win a free kick.
What would that have been before, you reckon? Early contact?
It's not my area of expertise, the scrum. I just stand and look at them, but I don't tend to know what I'm looking at as a scrum half. Yeah, definitely asking the wrong person, but I imagine it will be either early engagement from MMU or something that I'm unaware of.
Well, yeah, interesting. He's taken it for a free kick, not just reset the scrum, but
yeah,
got Jack Greenwood on the wing, taking contact there.
Yeah, this is where MMU need to try and keep the ball here and apply some pressure like Sheffield have been doing to us. See what we can do with the ball. That's unlucky. It was a great line from James Phillip, but unlucky with the knock-on. Now Sheffield looks to counter.
But you're playing advantage now as well.
Let's go wide again. Pressure out wide from Finn Hurst. A great tackle, hitting him behind the game line. And just like that, we're able to slow the breakdown down.
Push them behind the game
and dictate them rather than them dictating us, which is what they have been doing.
And again, just pushing it just that bit back.
James Phillips over the ball. Felix with a great counter-attack, putting them on the back foot.
He's been excellent this game so far.
He has. Credit to Rob Jones for identifying that as something that is a strength in his game and utilising it in a game like this. And that's a great inside ball, and Sheffield again through the middle. Great tackle from Max. Charlesy steps in to slow him down. It was a great inside ball from Sheffield. They're moving the ball nicely.
Done that twice now.
Yep. I think we're over the ball now, and we get the penalty. Who is it? I think it's actually Jack Ingram. You don't see him there often, but great work from the young lad. Charlesy takes a kick quickly. That's a great kick.
Good found touch.
He's been out with a knee injury. You can see his legs heavily strapped. He's been gutted. We've missed him at that full-back position, one of our key players. So it's great to have him back in the lineup.
No, absolutely, an instrumental player in this as well. One of the back three. He'll be commanding that back line. And as the last man defence, he's got a big job to keep the Sheffield side at bay.
Definitely. Sees the game well from the back there. See what we can do with our own line out. We've got James Phillip throwing in. He does, number 6 throwing in and number 7 throwing in. It's not too common in rugby, but he does well there, and that's a great line out from the boys.
Yeah, no, I was fortunate enough to be at the training session on Monday. James Phillips looking very strong in those line-out throw-ins, very accurate.
Right, we look to run a set play move here. Go out the back.
2 dummy lines.
Great width from the boys. There goes Tom Charlesy. Does well to keep hold of the ball there.
And Finn here, rocking over.
Brilliant carry from Greg Morgan, Sheffield. Keeping us at bay at the moment. What a move, inside ball. James Phillips with a step. That's a great try. The 2 try scorers combining there. Max and James.
Excellent try.
Great little inside move there.
Second try for James Phillips, he'll be very happy with that.
Max does really well here to bounce out wide, look like he's going wide, and then just pop it inside. That's lovely.
That's a gorgeous bit of skill, that.
Dutch scrum half is having a great game.
Yeah, he's held all the way from Holland. He's brought excellent skill set to this this game. He's obviously only a first year. He's only been here for one season, but he's in that first team squad, starting for the firsts.
Absolutely. He tried to come the season before this, but he unfortunately did his ACL at the start of the season, so he decided to stay in Holland another year. But he's bounced back from that injury, and yeah, he's.
You wouldn't think watching him play now.
And him and Dirk coming over from Holland. It's a great link that we've got with them.
Absolutely.
Dom Charlesy making no mistake there as well. And MMU take the lead.
Excellent stuff, bringing the score to 19-14, half an hour into the first half. So 10 minutes left. The last push until half time. MMU have taken the lead. They'll be feeling confident right now.
Definitely, they'll be thrilled with that. As I was saying, they needed a bit of possession, a bit of ball. As soon as we get in that 22, it was clinical, and a great try worked from Max and James.
Skill-wise, they'll be feeling very well, but there'll definitely be some things to talk about in half-time. That defensive line. Sheffield just coming up a bit too early on that ruck. MMU have found. They touch that side. That's an excellent box kick from Max Van Hilst.
Yeah, it was a great kick. Unfortunately, he was just outside the 22, so it went out on the full. So it'll be a line out to Sheffield where Max kicked it from. Time to see what Sheffield can do, whether they can come back before the half. It's been a high-scoring half, to be fair.
Yeah, it has indeed.
It's been good.
Yeah, we've already scored more points the same amount of points as we did in the whole game last time. So this is an excellent start. Last scoreline obviously being 21-17 away at Sheffield. It's a great start for them. Obviously they've built on what they learned there and through the other games that they played previously, and they've bringing all that into this game, put on the best performance they can. So we've got a Sheffield player taking a knee here.
Yeah, I think with both teams having so much to play for, the game's been so open.
Exactly, and with Sheffield being in that top spot in the league, MMU, that's just that extra bit of incentive for MMU to put a score on them and show them what we're about, show them who we are.
I think that player's gone off injured, so they'll be looking to make a substitution, I believe. Substitutions are so key in games like this as well. Such a physical game. You could lose key players in key positions, so having that depth,
exactly,
on the bench is huge, and I think we've got that today. Great pressure on the line out.
Who was that? That's Wolfenden shot.
Yeah, it was. Yes, great shot.
Dirk using his height and strength to hold him up there in contact. That's people like Dirk, especially standing at 6'4", will be most affected by these new tackle height rules. Sheffield
developing that quick ball again.
Exactly.
That's something at half-time I think you're going to have to speak about. Rob's going to have to speak to the boys about it and just see how we can slow them down.
It's just all about having that sort of eyes-up defence. Being aware of not only who's on the ball, who are they going to pass to, where's your outside man, is he covering the gap next to you? It's just about that sort of.
There's Max flying on the fly half there.
Intelligence in defence.
And it's things like that, Max flying on the fly half, that will just slow them down a bit.
Yeah.
That's what we need to focus on.
Dummy there.
Another inside ball, they like that. I think that was a high tackle, the referee's playing advantage for.
Yeah. Brooks,
Sheffield go quickly here through their scrum half. Looking to go straight at the defence. We're over that ball.
Having a tough
get it
game
back.
today.
Big collision there.
Bounced.
Excellent carry from Sheffield, and they're in a dangerous position here. Another inside ball.
Dangerous here. less than a metre out.
Be a great time for Sheffield to score here just before the half. MMU need to keep them out. They're going for the width again.
As they do so well.
Great offload and they're over.
Inside ball, and that's a try. Another try for Sheffield. That's the third try this half.
It's a well-worked try again, using that quick ball, going with their width, playing to their strengths.
It's Tom Wild at number 5 who's scored there.
It's a great offload as well, under pressure.
Absolutely. Just that little inside pop from passing onto a hard line. Very difficult to stop, and Sheffield have obviously realised that and are capitalising on that, because they've used that sort of inside ball many times there, as you would have seen.
Something we're going to have to look at half time, and you know, Rob and Poss will speak to the boys out how they can sort it out. I swear, in rugby, you know, you don't have the coaches on the pitch the whole time, so it's something that the boys have got to sort out there and then.
That successful conversion there for.
Yeah, we're back level.
So not only are we have we scored as many points as we have, Sheffield have obviously taken everything they learnt from us in that last game, and they've put on a more positive score than they did last time. But still a very tight game. Ollie Parker there with his third successful conversion.
Yeah, I always knew this was going to be a tight contest, you know, especially the game at their place. Us just getting the win in the last play through a driving maul. Dirk knocks it back nicely and Aiden picks it up. And we now have the ball in their 22. It's a great restart from the boys. Sheffield looking to turn it over. I think they have done successfully. Look to exit through their scrum half with a box kick here. Unfortunately, given away a penalty, so Sheffield will look to clear their lines here and hopefully have a line out further up the field.
Yeah, it's all about territory in this game. No matter who's got the ball in hand, it's all about trying to gain that territory, work your way towards the enemy scoreline.
Yeah, definitely. I think pressure's key, especially in a game that's you know, proven to be so close as it is. It's just keeping that pressure up, keeping the ball.
Yeah, every sort of strength we can say for him, you can say Sheffield are just as strong, if not stronger. You know, got a quick, skillful back line with and paired with a strong physical pack. Sheffield throw in there.
The scrum half choosing not to pass there. He knows James Phillips is
lurking.
lurking.
I was just about to say he knows that now.
And MMU giving away penalty. That's what's going to lose us this game is penalty counts. It's something that, you know, we've had to deal with throughout the season, and something that, you know, we want to rectify, and we want to keep the penalty count low, and it is a massive thing in games like this, because 2 penalties and they're this much further out the pitch without having to do too much work.
Yeah, tricky. This is one of the first games we've had at home with linesmen as well.
Yeah.
Someone other than one of our players running lines, watching that offside line, so you've got to be extra careful in defence and in attack.
Rob Jones says whiter than white.
Sheffield have played.
It's not straight, so we'll get the scrum here.
Yeah, same line I call twice in a row there on that back ball. Might be something that MMU will want to look out for as well. Dirk Brawl, notoriously good at using his long arms to disrupt those lineups.
Yeah, he's great. He's a great asset to the team.
He'll be leading the pack today.
Be interesting to see what we look to do here so close to the half, whether we risk trying to play it out from here, or if we want to clear our lines. And one of our backs coach, Higgy, is, you know, he likes to see us play. There's a nice little chip in behind into some space.
Oh, he spilled it there.
And it's paying off so far. Tom Charles Evans kicking it through using his footballing skills.
He's got men outside him. Lombard's chasing it down now. Is that a try?
Referee's going to have to think about it. Yes, it is.
Try.
Great
Successfully
work.
grounded. Like I said before, we saw this not 5 minutes ago, chasing the ball down, having that confidence to go yourself and ground the ball, grub it through, and he's done exactly that. So that's a try for Jordan Lombard.
Again, great little chip over from Toby Crane into acres of space there. You know, because it could be easy just to kick that ball downfield and clear our lines, but we take the risk of chipping it to them and then it paying off. You know, Tom Charlie Evans there, great persistence, paying off, and Jordan Lombard. Wow, I mean, great support there.
Yeah, I mean, that's testament to, literally, as you were saying, Graham Higginbottom, the sort of the backs coach, just encouraging the back line to just play their game, play to their strengths, and you know, if you're in a tight game like this, you may want to sort of play your
conservatively,
play conservatively, but when you are ahead, have the confidence to try new things, you know.
That's it, be creative, yourself. And we've
exactly.
got we've got creative backline players all over the park that can do those sort of things, chips over. You know, we're missing players, Tom Walker, Archie Kellett, but that doesn't mean we're losing, you know, our creativity and players like Toby Crane stepping up and delivering. It's great to see.
So we're on a Sheffield restart now.
Yeah, they've been putting in there all day, and they've been you know, winning majority of their restarts.
Yeah, just as they've done just there, just tipped it back.
Again, always seems to be MMU score and Sheffield then apply the pressure, but we've managed to turn it over and we've got some space here. Tom Charles through the middle here. It's a great break.
He's got a man inside.
Felix on the inside, holding the ball nicely.
Just take him down.
And get a quick ball here, it'll be great.
Theo Thelbert just being pushed back a little bit, not having the space to get a running line. MMU playing
great
wide
play
now.
out the back. Now we're producing that quick ball. We're breaking away down the inside. James Phillips chipping ahead. Max is there.
I think it was just a slight knock
I think the Sheffield player knocked it back out of touch. But again, players, like I was saying, creative players all over the park. I mean, James Phillips there, our number 7, you know, getting that intercept, kicking it through for our scrum after chase. I mean, it's great to see. It really is.
Yeah, no, it's nice to see, even when the score lines are so tight.
Yeah.
MMU still having that confidence to experiment and to take risks for the benefit of scoring.
Yeah. Would have been a great time to score there. Now, as I was saying, it tended to be we would go ahead, Sheffield would level, so it'd be nice to pull away just before the half.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what the ref decides here, whether they took it back over the line and we get the scrum, or if it's a goal line dropout.
Yeah. So we're playing a bit over time here. 40 minutes have already passed from this first half. So I imagine this will be.
I think he's given a yellow card. I'm not sure what that was for.
He's pointing at Theo Thelbert.
No, it's a yellow card to Sheffield player. It might have been a high tackle or a late tackle
Ali
over here.
Taken a.
Yeah, I imagine it was a late or high challenge. Yeah, it was a tackle off the ball.
Yeah, that's number 7 is the.
So them missing a forward now. We've kicked to the corner here. We're looking to use our driving maul. We've got a 1 player advantage here. So
exactly, and he was a forward as well, so they'll have that extra advantage in the lineup. Of course, they will have to match numbers, but they won't
extend that lead before half time would be
exactly. This is
really good.
Not ideal for the Sheffield side. Excellent lineup there.
Yeah, I think the boys would be possibly happy with that, and the maul's working to great effect here.
Yeah.
Although Sheffield are underneath.
Still going, driving more, still going.
I think Sheffield might get the scrum here. Yeah, that's great work from Sheffield.
And that's the half.
That's great defence from them.
So very, very tight game here at Platt Lane as we go into half time.
As you can see, it's tight all over.
Exactly, 4 penalties each, 3 scrums each. So in terms of sort of that physicality and that in the forwards play, they're very even, and we've both seen both back lines playing quick ball, keeping the ball alive, and that's resulted in 4 tries for MMU and 3 tries for Sheffield.
Yeah.
So
a great half of rugby, and then a lot to talk about from both teams, but definitely still all to play for in the second half.
Exactly. So we'll join you back in the second half. So it's bye for now. Okay, so welcome back. We're seconds away from the Second half, kicking off. MMU've got the ball. Charles Evans, I think that is in the middle, will be kicking off. Starting at a score of 28-21. Sheffield receiving the ball.
Yeah, setting up for a great half of rugby. Be interesting to see how both teams come out after the half-time chats.
I was just about to say to you, what do you reckon was said? Obviously, we've had a team talk just then. What do you think would have been said in the MMU huddle?
I think lots of positives. I think playing what we see in front of us, letting the ball live. Those little chips over, creative play. I think they'd be a little bit worried defensively about Sheffield coming through the middle.
Yeah,
I don't think we were
balls.
expecting that too much. We said they were going to be playing side to side, which they still are. But the odd ball that's going through the middle is really taking us back. So here's Josh Luxon with an interception, and he's away.
That's lovely.
Great start by MMU.
Yeah, MMU pulling away early on in the second half.
That's really unlucky for Sheffield. They had numbers wide, and then Josh Luxon just read it really well, and he'll be happy about that. After a nasty injury at the start of the season, he's been out for a fair chunk of it. To get over the line, he'll be very happy with that.
Absolutely. And that'll be a massive confidence booster for MMU so early in this half, putting a score in at Sheffield, showing that they mean business.
Definitely.
And showing that they're going to have to try harder than that if they want to beat us here. Got Charles Evans teeing up for the conversion for the 5th time.
Yeah, so he makes it 35-21 there.
Lovely, just nice little slot through the middle, nice and easy.
Yeah, Josh under the post, making it easy for Tom.
I'd love to say that a victory for MMU is looking to be a sure thing, but you never know in this game, do you?
Absolutely not. I think the way Sheffield have been playing in the first half, the pressure they can apply to us, if they can get momentum and territory, they're looking like scoring every time. So I think we need to not sit back and accept that we've won the game by all means.
No room for complacency in this game.
No, not at all. Not against a quality side like Sheffield. It's a great take from Wolfie there.
Yeah.
And again, looking to play out from our own half.
This would be a good thing for Wolfie today, as you say. He's playing well in that hooker position, and just giving that confidence to sort of say to himself, like, yeah, I usually play in the back row, but I can play wherever you need me. You can make up for lost players.
Definitely. Yeah, so he obviously, like I said, trying to play out from the back. It didn't pay off, and yeah, Sheffield have a scrum in a very dangerous position here. Looking to score here to close that gap that we've made straight after the half.
And you all want to be careful of that quick ball playing out wide, as Sheffield did so well.
Sheffield get that ball out quickly. And there you go, through the middle again. Done well there to double up on a tackle.
Yeah, looks like MMU playing a lot more heads up in their defence.
Great tackle.
Gorgeous
that's Felix again. He's having an
Felix.
absolute blinder today. And there you go, that forces the error. It's a great tackle from Felix, and that just disrupts Sheffield's quick ball, and then they try and force going wide, and we've got players like Philbert shooting out the line and putting pressure on them, and they force a knock on.
Yeah, it's simple but effective tactics here, just getting up in defence, putting that pressure on, and just not giving Sheffield any room to breathe.
Yeah, that's it. Because once you give them that room, we've seen it in the first half. They will go ahead and they'll punish us. So I think now we've established a lead, the boys just need to keep that defensive work up, and just keep that pressure off them.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll be keeping an eye out for that inside ball as well, which Sheffield
we got the penalty advantage here, so hopefully Toby Crane will look to use it. Free play here. Max goes down the blind side, gets caught unfortunately with a great offload.
Felix is taking it in.
scoring line.
Ball.
Here goes our skipper. He's got pace.
He's getting away. Oh, he's just spilled it there.
It's gone backwards, and Aiden's through. That's a great
Still
tap
going.
tackle. MMU
Good
with a
clear
quick
out
ball.
by
It's
Greg
on wide.
Morgan there.
It's on wide. Yeah, Dirk goes over. The Dutch lads combining there. What a score. It's a great line from our skipper.
Yeah, you know, didn't realise Brooksy had such pace there. He was getting away from the defensive line there.
He's actually the quickest forward over 20 metres. Would you believe it? And yeah, we saw his pace there to get through, and that's the hardest thing in rugby is, you know, defence on the back foot, quick ball. You know, there's only one outcome really, and MMU have had a great start to the second half.
Yeah, already put 2 tries on. Only 5 minutes into the second half. Sheffield really struggling to put anything on, show any sort of dominance in the breakdown or in the back line over MMU. So keep this up. We're looking for a sure victory here.
That all came from a set piece, a great scrum. We won the penalty. You know, you decided not to take the penalty, but just, you know, play what's in front of us. That's credit to the boys playing with a great bit of freedom today.
So we've seen just then, MMU have just made a substitution. Aidan van der Vaar coming off for Fasvali. He's been Fasvali. He's been in the performance squad throughout the season, but he hasn't seen a lot of game time. He played for the twos last week, I believe.
Yeah, he's been down with an injury most of the season, so it'd be good to see Malama out there in a game like this, you know, with us ahead. Hopefully he can express himself.
Yeah, he's a big lad as well. He want to use that physicality in that lock position.
But Aiden had a great game, you know, in the line out, helping us win lots of ball. And Sheffield go deep here, trying to pin us back. Max takes the ball, lovely bit of footwork and an offload. And Tom Charlie Evan breaks through the middle here. Looks for support out wide, he finds it in the form of Lombard. Inside ball to Phillips. Again, James Phillip putting the kick through. It sits up nicely. Toby Crane keeping hold of the ball. James Phillip, what a kick through. Max needs quick ball here. Finn Hare gets crunched there by a Sheffield player. They've done well to win the ball back. But again, just playing from our own half there, it's great to see. Sheffield aren't able to live with it at the moment, and they'll clear their lines now through their scrum half.
Yeah, Sheffield definitely showing sort of a dip in confidence here, but they will want to keep that physicality and that line speed that they showed in the first half in order to stay in contention here at Platt Lane.
Yeah. That was a great break down the left-hand side, and James Phillip again putting in an amazing kick, just keeping that ball alive. Don't know what Rob Jones has said to them at half-time, but it seems to be paying off.
Clearly worked, yeah. This team, this MMU squad have just developed so much in this season rather. You know, the lineup I'd say is one of the stronger of the 2 set pieces for our forwards.
Definitely today.
So slick, so well practiced.
Yeah, I think Poss and the boys would be extremely happy with that.
Felix,
he deserves a try.
Excellent.
And there's another try for MMU. We really are pulling away here. He's been outstanding all game. He deserves that try.
Absolutely, he's putting that hard shift in the breakdown, and it's come rewarded in the form of a try. 49th minute for this
great handoff,
game.
Powerful. Bumps off the last man and dots down in the corner. Again, it's credit to our squad depth. You know, Felix was someone last year who didn't play a first team game. You know, he was a regular in the second team. But you know, Rob and the team have recognised his talent, and other players as well, to step up, either through injury or just through performances. So it's a credit to the team.
Yeah, and I've seen, like you said, he's sort of played for the seconds for a bit of this season as well. Obviously, he's in that performance squad. He came to Holland for pre-season, but he's not been in every game. But I've seen him in training. He's been making that effort in the forwards to learn the calls, make up for lost men, and support his teammates.
And Tom Charles Evans with his sandwich out there just scoops one nice and high.
That was a tricky conversion so far out, and he's just scooped it.
But no, it's great to see that these players who you you know, have either got their spot through players being injured or their own great performances and work ethic in training, you know, proving why they should be in this team, and competition for places is outstanding.
It is. Yeah, that's good to have in a squad like this. That sort of, it's all well and good being competitive on a match day, but if you've got that sort of competitiveness of sort of fighting for your place, you know, and you feel you've earned your place in the team, then you will play that just that bit better.
And that's great defence again. James Phillips flying out the line, doing what he does best. I think MMU sort of playing with their tails up now, a bit of confidence. And there's Nat, another player who's been unfortunately out injured.
Yeah, he's just come on in the second half. Big lad, he'll want to use his physicality.
He will add an impact.
He's been working hard in the gym as well. I've seen he's been working on his fitness, so he can keep up with the other boys on the pitch. The referee's got an issue with the bloke rolling on the floor there.
Yeah, I think they were playing advantage for offside MMU, so Sheffield are going to look to go to the corner here and try and see if they can change the momentum of the game and get back on the scoreboard.
Yeah, first time in a little while that Sheffield have been in within the MMU 22, so they'll look to put a score on the board here. But obviously our boys will do all they can to prevent that.
Yeah,
keep Sheffield on the back
foot. A great
foot.
kick right down into the 5-metre line. You see Poss there on the left-hand side of the screen, in the long coat, just giving boys a bit of advice as they're going up against this Sheffield Maul, strong Sheffield Maul.
So it looks like no one putting up in contention, just keeping that
Sheffield
keep on the floor.
Switch the angle of the Maul, and they're looking like they might go over here. And Sheffield hit back with a great try.
That's a try.
It's a move we've seen before against them. They scored against us with the exact same play at their place. So, you know, it's something that, I don't know whether we were lack of concentration or what, but it's a great move, and they're over the line here, and they're trying to claw their way back into this game, but it's a great way to start doing it.
Yeah, they've got some way to go still there. We've got number 14 Parker here taking his fourth conversion. And that's Cadge Douglas, number 12, who scored that one.
Yeah, I don't think MMU will be too disheartened with that, with conceding that try, especially after the start they've had. You know, one penalty and a great set piece from Sheffield has resulted in them scoring the try.
And that's a missed conversion, so the score will remain at 47-26. We'll come back for a MMU restart here.
Be interesting to see what Tom decides to do, whether we put them back deep and put pressure on them, or we try and win this ball back. Looks like he's gone high here trying to compete. I think Dirk's going to go up. Yeah, we've won that ball back.
Great disruption there from Dirk.
Yeah, and a great kick from Tom. There's Malama with a great offload to Nat, the two boys that we've just been talking about. Great to see them combining. We come out the back. Tom Charsley hasn't tried to go through the middle there, gets tackled.
Great to see Malama already making impacts on this game. Greg Morgan's just nicked that ball back.
Big carry from Greg. Again, quick ball. Seems to be the theme of this game. Generate quick ball. Nice jab through by Toby Crane there.
That's just gone out. Yeah, that's been a common theme, or something that the MMU backline have been striving for, is that 2-second breakdown, that quick ball, getting the ball out wide.
Yeah, it's something that we've worked on in training before. Great breakdown drills by Rob and Hickey. yeah, so it's a massive positive from the game. I think there's been a replacement at scrum half, so Max has come off. What game he's had, a great try and a great assist to James Phillips' try.
Absolutely.
I think he's been replaced by is it Jacko?
Yeah, that's
Shilcott?
right. That's right.
A great player to have off the bench. A little live wire. Loves a bit of physicality.
He's hard as a bag of nails, is that boy?
Yeah,
as well.
and he'll get to the breakdown quickly and you know keep giving that quick ball that we need to get over the line.
So there's Ryan Wolfen coming off as well. So
And again, Jacko's one of those players who you know he's been playing in the second team most of the season, and he's got his chance in the first team in recent weeks, and you know he's taking it really well, and he's performing great. Is that Tom Dixon that's on for Ryan Wolfenden?
Yep. So I imagine Gillette's will move to hooker now.
Yes. Sheffield looking to clear their lines with a box kick here.
They do so. And it's
a great take by Finn Hare. You can hear the call orange, which means they want to try and go wide here. Carry up the middle.
Great bounce there from Florida.
Yeah, he's playing exceptionally well. Referee ducks down there, trying to stay out of the way.
Charles taking it through.
Oh, what an offload by Tom Charles Evans.
That's beautiful.
There's another player having an exceptional game. Tom Charles Evans back from injury. There goes Jacko. He gets held up. They were offside. Looks like they might opt for a scrum here.
Yeah. I reckon they go for it. You know, they've got that lead. There's no need to sort of sit back and take that penalty.
Absolutely. And it's not a straightforward penalty, by all means, out on the touchline. So it's Helena, you know, giving Jack Ingram some care over on the far touchline.
That bloody nose, he did take a bit of a knock there on the inside, outside rather. Yeah, so time's been stopped. We'll just wait for Helen to give the all clear, and we'll resume play.
I think they've gone for the scrum here, which is decision that can pay off or can go the other way. But I think, like you said, with that cushion of a lead, why not go for it?
Exactly.
We're in a great position here, and hopefully.
Yeah, and they've shown they can compete in these scrums as well. There's not exactly weak there either.
Well, we've got Nat on. I think this might be his first scrum of the day. Captain Brooksy, who is scrum specialist, has gone off, so hopefully Nat can fill those boots. I'm sure he can, and we'll see it here.
Yeah, and I don't think Nat gives himself enough credit. He's a big lad. He's big, strong lad, and he knows how to scrum. He knows what he's doing. So, MMU scrum there.
So Ingram off and Will Morris on.
Oh no, they've kicked the touch.
Kicked the touch here. Good, they'll go for the driving maul here. Yeah, Will Morris on the wing for Jack Ingram. See what he can do.
Yeah, Will Morris, he hasn't seen a lot of the first team jersey this season, has he? He's been mostly in the second team, so he'll be
looking forward to it.
Looking to make a point there.
Great line out, great drill. The MMU looking like they're going over. It's inevitable here, and that's another try for MMU. Great set piece.
They've practiced that move so time and time again.
Dirk leading the line out there with a great jump. Not having Ollie Powell, the throw expert, isn't proving too harmful with James Phillips throwing in. Jacko leading it at the back.
Excellent try.
Dirk loved that one.
It's almost a sure thing when MMU take it for a line out, isn't it? They've practiced that move so many times. It's so effective, so well drilled.
It's something that throughout the season has been actually a downfall of ours. And then getting Poss in and working on it week in, week out. This is what it can produce.
Results, exactly.
See if Tom Charles Evans can get his driver out rather than a sandwich here and not one over from the touchline. Tom Dixon that actually went over in the end.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench, he'll be happy with that.
Only minutes after coming off the bench, so everyone making I keep saying, oh, this person, I want to make a good impression. MMU just playing so effectively throughout the team sheet, and Charlesy will get
Charlesy, a little smile on his face. He liked that one.
So MMU extending their lead even further, almost doubling the Sheffield score.
Yeah. It's credit to how far the the side has come and developed. We've had a few results not go away in recent weeks, but this is an absolutely unreal performance against a top quality, top of the table side.
Exactly. Just shows that when it comes to a rugby game, anything can happen.
Absolutely.
It doesn't come down to who's winning what, just who wants that victory more. And it's clear that the home side MMU are that team.
Yeah, I think credit to both teams in the first half. It was so close. They both dealt with each other well. I think MMU just came out of the blocks in the second half. Something that would have been spoken at half-time by Rob is just that intensity in attack and defence, and we've definitely seen it this half. So Sheffield get a penalty advantage here, so they will look to free ball.
Yeah, they lost that advantage there with a knock-on.
Yeah. That's the thing, when you get free ball, you can try those little chips and dings through, and if they don't pay off, you've got that.
Yeah.
You've got that penalty to fall back on. So.
Precisely.
Imagine they go for the corner here. They need tries rather than penalties.
Yeah.
Oh, they've gone for the tap. MMU needs to react quickly here. It's a great tackle from Greg. Great tackle from Dirk.
Yeah, love that.
And we've managed to turn the ball over, but unfortunately, penalty. Sheffield don't like that one.
They're not very happy with that. Dirk gave me the large one there. Yeah. I didn't see anything wrong with the tackle personally, but he caught him below the shoulders. It's just a crunching tackle.
I thought it was a great tackle. I think the penalty came from the breakdown, not rolling away, but the tackle was textbook.
No, that anger from Sheffield will be part and parcel with the frustration they're feeling at the scoreline. They came here wanting to put some points and make up for a loss in the last game.
Jacko rips the ball. That's great work from the replacement scrum half. Again, punching above his weight.
Yeah, he does that well.
Very strong player.
Looking for a box kick here.
Jacko might want to get a blocker in. He does that in the form of Felix.
Good kick. Morris on the chase.
Chasing. Puts in a great tackle. Great pressure from Will Morris and a great chase. Yeah, I think you just heard Philbert saying no more there. I think just Felix and a few other players going in at the breakdown and testing their luck with the referee, but the amount of penalties that we've conceded in the last sort of 5 minutes, it shows that we need to be clean, whiter than white, as Rob says.
Getting a bit cocky here, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Can't afford to go down to 10 men, which would be the next steps. Again, Sheffield, we saw this, a similar position. We know what both teams can do with their driving ball, so.
Yeah. That's not to say that the MMU driving ball isn't something to be contested with.
Not at all. Let's see if we can switch on here and defend better than we did last time. Be interesting to see if they switch the point of attack again, or.
Yeah, they've done exactly the same again. Front ball. Yeah. And MMU driving back immediately.
Yeah, and they break away.
Still nothing.
Great tackle. Now to have a big defensive effort here to keep them out. We know what they're like from this range. Very dangerous, very strong.
Is that Lorimer again on that defensive tackle?
And they knock it on. That's great defence by MMU. First to stop that maul.
So frustrating for Sheffield. so close to the line out, and then just a silly mistake like that.
It's just not clicking for them. You know, we saw in the first half they were bouncing off each other, breaking through the middle, and you just haven't seen that this half, and that, you know, that's credit to MMU's defence.
I think they just need to come up with something new here. You know, we knew this game that they were going to come in with a fast ball, playing width to width, and they got a physical pack. We knew that going into this game. We've countered that. MMU got strong maul, strong scrum. We can keep up with their back line. We know
fly out the line and hit them. Yeah.
We know they've got that short ball to play when they want. They just need to come up with something new here if they want to put any more points on. Because everything they do, MMU just seem to have a counter for it.
So we've got Nathan Horton on in the scrum now, and then Jack Martin Jr. is on for Tom Charles Evans. Just want to say what game Tom Charles Evans has had back from injury.
Consistent kicker, and he's made some excellent carries as well.
He's commanded it at the back. He's been creative in the back line.
Especially coming back with that injury, like you were saying before.
It's good to have him back, definitely. But, you know, great replacement in Jack Martin.
Absolutely.
Again, he's someone who's been, you know, looking for that starting shirt and coming off the bench. So it'd be good to see him show what he can do here.
Similar to Shilcock. You know, he's not a big lad, but he's tough. You know,
one of the toughest players in our team.
Absolutely.
I'd argue.
No, I'd agree with you on that.
It's a great scrum from the two replacement props with Nat and Nathan working together.
Pick up Greg Morgan's been chopped there.
I think we managed to deal with that okay. Well, Sheffield have turned it over, have they?
Yeah, taking our time to get out of this dangerous area.
Oh, now we've lost the ball to Sheffield.
Yeah.
Looking to go through the middle here.
Tackle there by Junior. We were just saying he's a very physical player.
Yeah. Going for width. They've got the width there. There's a great tackle from Finn Hare and Josh Lugston.
Excellent sort of.
I thought it'd be really good in the centre today. You know, Lugston's often a winger or a fullback, and he stepped up into that 13, where Jordan Lombard would usually be, and he's gone to 12, and they've adapted well in that partnership. Defensively, they've been great. Not let much through them. So great to them.
Excellent sweeping defence from MMU there. Just following the ball, making sure they're matching numbers on that outside.
And there you go. That's that yellow card I said was inevitable. I think that was just repeat offence rather than Josh Lugston doing anything too wrong. So he'll be gutted to go off.
Yeah, sometimes that's just got to happen from a referee perspective. You know, it's not too bad an offence, but if it keeps happening, you need to make an example of someone.
Yeah. This is where MMU really needs to tighten up with one less player, down to 14. And Sheffield definitely want to look to score here against the 14-man MMU.
Sheffield seem to
make the most of their card. I think Malama has actually turned that over. That's a great steal.
Good lad.
He'll be happy with that.
Absolutely. He's been given this opportunity to show what he's about, and he's done just that.
Yeah, and there's a little charge down there, so we're back on the back foot here. Sheffield got win the ball back through a bit of luck and persistence, and they look to go wide here. We've done well there to come up on the outside. Great footwork from their player here. Great footwork. He's going through. Malama with a strong tackle. They're just short of the line.
Yeah, it's all well and good coming up quick on that defensive line, but you need to make those tackles if you're gonna leave that gap behind you.
I think we're over the ball here. This could be penalties. MMU. Yeah, that's great work.
MMU just so clearly the stronger side here.
James Phillip again over the ball.
Theo Thilbert giving it large.
Just shows the desire to even being ahead down to 14 men, that we still want it more and want to go ahead and see this game out and not concede any more tries. It's easy to say, with that far ahead we'll let them score, but that's not what we're about.
That's not what rugby's about.
Yeah.
There's no sympathy in this game, especially in such a contentious game.
Yeah.
This far
and
against the league.
Against top of the league Sheffield.
Exactly.
They'll be disappointed not to get a result here, but bonus point win for MMU, and taking points off Sheffield is huge in the run into the end of the season.
Yeah, no, I imagine Sheffield will have been taking, as that number one team, taking a lot of confidence into this game, and that's definitely would have been knocked today. Taking a loss to MMU, who are fourth in the league, so far behind them.
Yeah, definitely helping with closing the gap.
Yeah, head coach Rob Jones sat out at the start of the season saying, with the ultimate goal of winning the Bucs Premier North League, and they're still in contention for that.
Absolutely,
especially if they keep performing like this.
Putting results in like this, big bonus point wins. You're right. It's just what we need to do now. Having a few results slip away from us mid-season. This is a really good result, and hopefully something that we can build upon.
Yeah, every team will have that. They'll have their highs and their lows. You started out strong, and as we came closer to that Christmas break, just faltered in sort of the in our play. But since coming back after Christmas, we've been nothing but successful.
There's Toby Crane again with a little chip behind, chasing his own kick.
Hasn't quite
doesn't
bounced
pay
in his
off.
favour.
But I love the creativity from the
Good
fly off
physicality
there.
there from Finn there. Get that man down. Dirk Brawl holding up once again.
James Phillips over the ball again. Unfortunate to got it there. Felix Lorimer again. It's a great offload. He's got a man inside him. Doesn't come. Forced to Greg.
Greg's had a great game this
yeah, he
today
has.
as well.
Again, missing half the season with a foot injury.
He's just spilled it there.
Yeah, Finn Hare, that's unlucky from him. He's had a good game. He's big, strong carries. He's a big winger, so he's using that to his strength. And unfortunate, an error there, knocking it on.
So we're coming here for a Sheffield scrum down on the just shy of the halfway line. Yeah, so look, James Phillips back in that number 2 position. We'll see how well he performs. He's usually a back rower. He plays like a back rower. Disruption at the breakdown. We've seen him disrupt in open play as well with that intercept try.
Jacko there, just being offside.
Sheffield really getting emotional this half.
Yeah, I think I'd be the same if I was this far behind. So MMU doing, they're doing well to stay on the right side of the ball. Just Jacko there, a little bit too eager. But I love the intent from the boys to try and keep that pressure on and not drop off.
Absolutely.
With 10 minutes to go here.
Yeah, definitely easy to when you've got this such a lead. Definitely easy to just take your foot off that gas pedal just a little bit. But MMU not doing that. They've been trained not to do that. Give that full AT performance, as Rob Jones was saying in the team talk before in the change room before the game. You line up back ball. That's a horrible lift.
James Phillips putting his foot through it. Unfortunately, falls straight to a Sheffield player here.
So taken into contact on the opposite side. That Jordan Lombard.
Yeah, trying to disrupt their ball was good. Slow the ball down. Greg here, just slowing them up.
Sheffield player got under him a little bit there. Sheffield still with the ball. Attacker there, is that Tom Dixon? Right.
That's Felix again.
Felix again, man. There's that little short ball.
Sheffield are in behind here. Great covering tackle by Finn Hare. I think Jacko's over the ball here. Got solo. And there it is. The scrum half getting over the ball. You don't see it often, but that's great work from him.
No, he does that well. He's a tough nut, and he wouldn't mind getting a bit down and dirty. Okay, so Felix Lorimer there, just limping back into the line. He's had an excellent game today. So clock's been stopped here. Resuming play on it for a MMU line-up. We're only 8 minutes until full time. I'm going to pass to you to award the man of the match. Who would you say that was?
Yeah, I think there's all the boys have been excellent today. A few standout performances today. Tom Charles Evans at the back has been great. James Phillips with a great couple tries. Max stepping in at scrum half, being creative, but I'm going to have to give it to Felix Lorimer, just from the amount of physicality he's shown. Rob's asked him to do a job, he's done it to a T and more. And yeah, I think he's had one of the best games of the season.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. Like you say, he was given a job today, and he's done just that. He's shown up. He's contended. He's been a monumental player for MMU today.
Yeah, he showed why he belongs in the back row starting. Definitely for me.
He's there asking the ref how long's left. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to speak to Felix after this game.
Yeah,
see what he thinks.
I'm going to speak to Felix and Tom Charles Evans to get a bit of post-match thoughts.
Yeah, sweet. So we're back in the MMU half. It looks like it's just started raining for a Sheffield lineup. They've gone for a back ball. I imagine they'll go for a driving maul here as well again.
MMU doing all they can to keep them out. They are rolling forward here. It looks like they will.
No, it's just been stopped short.
Yeah, still moving here. And Sheffield get over the line. That's a great score, using their strengths as they've been doing all game.
That's a great late drive for Sheffield. That'll be a.
Yeah, I think countering on our yellow card there is something that they needed to do, and they have done it.
Exactly.
So I'm sure they'll be happy with that score. But he's starting to think it's a bit too late for any sort of a comeback to.
Yeah, you always say that in rugby games, but I've seen too many times in the past. You say, oh, that you think that's it, so close to the final whistle, and the losing side puts something in the bag. So let's not call it too quickly. We've got MMU under the sticks for I think the first time this half.
Yeah, no, second time. I think they scored them. Yeah, they scored that other maul on the other side.
That's right.
But yeah, I think rain coming down now. MMU just kind of need to see the game out and sort of keep the pressure off them. Down a man, and that kick came up just short. So score remains 54-31.
Okay, come back for an MMU restart here.
Jack Martin puts it long. It's a great decision. Try and keep them down there. Stop any sort of a comeback to start. Here's Jack Martin with the ball here, looking to counter. Plays it wide. Here's Lombard. Going wide, getting through a gap, looking for an offload.
He's just dropped it. It's gone.
Dropped it. Yeah, ref believes that went forward. I thought it went back, but
I thought it did too. I was just about to say.
Be a Sheffield scrum, 5 minutes to go. You can hear the energy from the MMU boys.
They'll be absolutely ecstatic on that sideline. One of the best performances I've seen from MMU this season. Yeah, so much build up to this game. Playing against, like we keep saying, the league leader, and they've done nothing but prove that, prove their place in this league and prove they can.
I mean, beating Sheffield home and away in the way that we have is credit to everyone, staff, Rob, these boys.
There's really no question now who's the strongest side between these two. MMU will take victory for the second time, home and away. Even when Sheffield had that home advantage, they couldn't keep up, couldn't put the points on MMU. So
there's Sheffield trying to play wide, but we've stopped them here. Rain's really coming down now.
Yeah, it's about time this game wrapped up, I think. 4 minutes to go.
Oh. A little bit of a scuffle there. It's all getting a bit tasty at the end here. Don't think Sheffield are happy with Jacko holding onto the ball there, but that's what every good scrum half does. Yeah. Love to see that.
Yeah, like I say, just playing that mental game as well as the physical. just get in their heads. You know, provoking that emotional response. The more emotional we get in this game, you can't keep a cool head. You're not going to make decisions, good decisions under pressure. And MMU, we'll see if they'll put more points on the board so late in the game.
Yeah,
But
they've got the wind behind us, really hammering it down out there.
Yeah, they've absolutely sent that ball. I think it's gone the other side of the fence. So we'll come for a Sheffield lineup. Just in between the 10-metre line and the halfway line. Sheffield play that back ball as they've done.
Again, that
for most
pressure.
of this game.
The pressure comes on in the forms of James Phillip and Greg. Just stops that pass out to the back line and then destroys that momentum.
Yeah,
great work from them.
They definitely seem to have lost confidence in the everything that they did in the first half to put points on the board. You know, that quick ball is that they use so well to score tries has been disrupted. The scrum half will be, I suppose you can tell, the scrum half will be a bit less confident with, or a bit more wary of where he's passing the ball with things like people like James Phillips getting that intercept pass and try, people like Shilcock coming around the side of the scrum who just needs to be a bit careful what he's doing with that ball. You know, sort of, I keep saying the mental game. He's just planting those seeds of sort of out of doubt in the Sheffield number nine's mind as he when he's taking that ball out.
No. Great work from him.
So MMU doing well once again to keep Sheffield out of the scoreline.
Yeah, they're looking to go wide here. MMU shutting them off on the outside. They break through. It's great defensive work out wide again from Finn Hare, and Josh Lugson's back on from his yellow card now.
Yeah, so we're back to a full 15-man squad.
Yeah, MMU will be happy to just only concede one try in that spell.
About 90 seconds on the clock now.
Yeah, and there you go. Sheffield knock it on through great defensive set out wide. MMU just working a lot harder than Sheffield at the moment to fill that park, and
I think that just the scoreboard's getting to Sheffield just a little bit, and MMU are keeping a cool head despite their strong lead.
Game, yeah. You hope we win this ball from the scrum, keep the ball, kick it out, and that'll be game over. And what a victory it will be for the boys. They'll be buzzing. Like
I say, one of the strongest performances I've seen from MMU this season. Yeah, they started out very well in last year, but this is easily one of the best games I've seen, especially for a home game.
It's a massive boost into the last few games of the season.
Exactly.
Sheffield win a free kick here. Look to tap this and see if they can get on the scoreboard and make the score a bit more, a bit closer.
Greg just holding on to that ball for a little bit, trying to wind that clock down just as much as he can.
Yeah. Great shot by Greg again.
Great shot there, yeah.
He's played well. Another one of those players who's just had a great game. Again, Sheffield just going laterally. There's no real intent at the moment. And MMU just a blue wall at the moment, blue and orange ball.
They're just exuding confidence, you know what I mean, in their physicality. They know that when they drop the shoulder, when they put that tackle in, it's, they're going to push Sheffield back, as they've done time and time again. Gillip's there holding up the ball.
Again, a high tackle, unfortunate there. Sheffield got a penalty here.
Just I reckon too far out for a kick. So they'll kick for touch here.
Touch, want to try and get a score here.
Try and get that driving ball set up.
Similar to how the game ended at their place. Only difference is the score line here is not as close.
Not nearly.
But MMU should get that victory again. Time's up on the clock, so we've got time for this line out, and then
I reckon this
next breakdown in play will be
last play.
Should be last play.
So Sheffield will hopefully looking for sort of one last hurrah.
Yeah, exactly.
In this driving more, but knowing our boys, they'll keep them out.
MMU don't want to finish the game conceding a try. Not a game like you want to concede that. So Sheffield go up high.
Yeah, holding up for just that second, giving MMU just a bit longer to set up their defensive maul. So
they're going to take it out wide here. MMU trying to put pressure on.
Good shot there by Dirk Brawl. Maintaining that physicality until the last minute.
Exactly, that defensive effort and that unity is. You can see Jack Martin at the back there just just screaming his lungs off, getting sure everyone's in the right position, and Sheffield knock it on, and that should be the game. Unless our clock's wrong, which it could be. Yeah, no, looks like we've still got time for a scrum.
Yeah. Yeah, well, referee will be the only one who knows exactly how long we've got left. What we can do from this position is guess, but
yeah,
like you say,
I think Felix has come off through an injury, which is a shame.
Brooks will come on for that, just that last shift.
Yeah, captain doing what he does best. Back in the scrum.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, just stressing Felix Lorimer, my man of the match. He's had a great game.
Oh, absolutely. He's done nothing but show up and demonstrate his physicality against the Sheffield side, who we knew coming into this game would be wanting to dominate the breakdown, dominate that set piece, and they've done nothing but concede here.
Sheffield win a big scrum here. That's the first scrum penalty that Sheffield have managed to win. You know, maybe Brooksy coming off the bench, a bit of fatigue in his legs.
Yeah, there might have been a bit of a surprise. You know, he might have thought when he came off before he was putting his shift on his game. Might have got a bit cold.
But again, back on the defensive more, so what we can do. We've proved we can do it. So hopefully the boys can see this out without conceding at the very end.
No, I have every confidence they will do.
Again, they go short and they go to the front. MMU doing well here. Malama chopping him down. What a tackle.
It's a great chop tackle from, was that Nathan Horton as
Yeah,
well?
James Phillips over the ball now, and he's won the penalty. That is outstanding from the boys.
No, definitely.
I mean, something that I've been very impressed with today is that physicality and those big hits. Just really letting Sheffield know that, you know, we're not here to mess around.
Absolutely.
You know, we're not soft, and we will hit them. We'll hit them hard.
We knew exactly what to expect from this Sheffield side. They caught us by surprise with those little inside balls, but we went into the second half knowing exactly what they were going to bring, and we've put point after point on them.
Yeah, and that is full time. Yeah, what a first half, but you know, the second half came round and MMU just went out the blocks firing. So
yeah, so you can see there at the bottom 10 penalties for MMU, which will be something that Rob Jones will want to talk about, but. Very strong performance for MMU today. 54-31 at home here at Platt Lane. The boys will be really happy with that. We'll hopefully speak to man of the match Felix Lorimer and, like you said, Tom Charles Evans in just a second.
Yeah, I think the next person you'll hear from is Joe Cole. He'll be interviewing our man of the match and vice captain.
Cool. So we'll say thanks for listening, and we'll pass over to Joe Cole now.
okay? Causing trouble again?
Not me, no. Yeah, it is, yeah. Got one eye. You can go in that building there. Yeah, I'll bring him to you. He's got one eye. Come through. Turn. Yeah. He's like, what is it, 3, 2? Yeah. He's born with one eye, so we got him half price. That's the reason why I got him. Yeah. Probably, I do think he's a bit autistic.
Shy. Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah. I'll bring him to the change.
Pardon?
Bring him into the change.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Oh, that's it.
I'm here with John and Ant. Tough game for you today. How do you feel afterwards?
Yeah, it was tough. When you come to Man Met, they're going to be a physical team. When you had to meet them up front, but full credit to them. They came out, played some good rugby, and put some good points on us. So
First half was pretty even. Second half, you sort of slipped behind a little bit. What went wrong for you?
Yellow card was costly, but like John said, credit to Man Met. They were better on the day, and our mistake errors were way too high, and it seemed like every time we made a mistake, Man Met punished us for it. No, we've got to have a hard, long look at ourselves because we gave away too many points, in my opinion.
One game left for you this season. Are you confident of finishing on a high?
yeah, we got Bishop Burton away again, similar side, big boys, but we got a varsity game after that, so it's good prep. Finish the season on a high. Hope for a win.
Yes, perfect. The second game's the big game for us. That's a varsity game. That's a big game for the boys. So we're building towards that. So we're happy where we are. For us to even survive in this league with the resources some of other teams in our league have is credit to us. So we're just happy we're in the top half, to be honest. It's credit to our boys for that.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thanks, buddy.
Cheers.
Cheers now.
Hiya. Big win for you today. How do you feel?
Yeah, obviously, great win for the boys. I felt like we played really well, dug deep. First half was pretty even. Second half, let a few things slide that we probably shouldn't have. But luckily we came away with a win, so all in all, great result.
What did the manager say to you at half-time? Because you really took it up again early in the second half.
He just said, cut out the mistakes, keep doing what we're doing, and then just we sit up on them and go at them. They didn't want anything, and we showed that. We dug in, we dug deep, and we went through them, and we scored 50 points past them.
And then, obviously, you've just took points off the team at the top of the table, so it's a big win for you. You've got a couple of games in hand over some of the other sides. Where does this leave you in the title race?
Obviously, Sheffield, top of the league. came away with a win and a few bonus points. They've got a few games in hand. We've got 2 games left. So hopefully, if we keep this streak up, we're we're contenders to win the league and hopefully look for promotion this season.
That's great. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you.